All right, hey everybody. I've taken forever to do this, but I finally have a free minute. So I'm gonna do a little Stitch Fix unboxing for you. So you can kind of see what this is all about. So this is how the Stitch Fix box comes, and what you do when you order, you sign up on Stitch Fix. It's you can either sign up with a referral code from someone, which will give you $25 in free credit. So that typically is a great way to start out because it'll cover the cost of the box. So normally there's a $20 styling fee that comes with the box, and that's where it can get a bit pressured because when you order, if you purchase something from the box, that $20 goes towards that purchase. So it subtracts that off of your final price. But if you don't like anything and you don't order, then you lose your $20. So it is a bit of a gamble. So I will tell you how I kind of get past that in a minute. So how it comes is there's a priority mail envelope. So this is what you put all of your items in that you don't want to keep. So it's free shipping to mail that back. You don't have to pay for that. So I'm going to stick that over there. And then everything comes, what is that? Like this. So these are all your items. And then I think they actually sent me a pair of shoes, which I specifically said I did not want. So that's another thing. I will give them a negative star there because depending on the stylist, they don't always listen. Now, if you send in a complaint when you ship your items back and you say, I'm not happy because the stylist didn't listen, and you rate them with lower than a 2, typically they will send you a replacement box. So that kind of helps subvert the cost of that if you don't like anything in the box. So they send you a little card that has all of your pieces on it, and it is a suggestion. It's a note from your stylist, and then a suggestion with typically how these items can be paired with other items. Just it's the item in the middle, and then you know how they can go. So that is kind of cool. Gives you an idea, and then a little note from your stylist there. And then they give you an envelope that has an order sheet in there, and I will actually open that in a second so you guys can see what the prices of everything are. Okay, so I've gotten the shoes out. Now, I love these shoes. I think they're really cute. So then what I do is, in my mind, I say I'm curious about how much these cost. So I go over here and look up the items. And typically I request that no items, well, sometimes I request the items in my box stay under $50 because you can get a really nice pair of shoes for like 20 or 30 bucks. And then it's nice because they're delivered to your door. I don't really like the scallops on here, but I love this stitching style, and I don't have any shoes currently in this blue. So I might be interested. Usually what I do is I try everything on, but I look here, see size, where to go? Oh, Zach's like, I'm not a size 6 shoe. No, size 7.5, and these are $59. Now for me, that's too much for shoes. So guys, I'm not obligated to keep these. And I'll explain that in a minute through something I have that's called a style pass. But you know, that's where I have to give an honest review. I have to write back and say, I'm not a fan. And I said, don't send me shoes. And I do it in a nice way. So I'm not snarky. But I have found that if I don't leave those kind of reviews, then they will not value my customer satisfaction and keep sending me things that maybe I don't want. Now, this is a rarity. I will say probably about 3 out of the 5 boxes that I get, actually, they listen to my requests and they're filled with things that I'm like, ooh, I want to buy that. So those are the shoes. I'll try those on in a minute. Let's see. Ooh, that's kind of cute. I love the pattern on that. I don't have anything green. I requested that they send me a lot of like pant and blouse options just for work clothes. Because I have a lot of like leisure clothes. That's cool. Very soft. But just kind of plain looking. So I'm not sure about that. These are super cute. These green pants. And when you sign up, they have you put down your size. So they can send you things that are supposed to be in your size. These are super cute. I think those are like a dark gray. They look dark gray. Let's read this thing. Yeah, dark gray, and then green, olive. I think they're olive. Okay, cool. So I'm going to try a couple of these on and just show you guys like how the look normally goes, kind of the thought process. It is fun to try them on. So I will do that now. Okay, so really the only thing that I liked in the order were these olive pants. And the receipt says that they're 64. So that's a little too steep for me for pants. So something that I would do there's a couple ways that you can save money. If you everybody who signs up for Stitchfix gets a referral code. So if you share that code and people say, hey, I want to try it, it gives them a free 25 and then it gives you a free 25. Now they don't have to buy anything from that box in order to get that. So that's a great way to earn credit onto your account. And that's something I actually did earlier this year. And I was able to buy about 5 or 6 different pieces because I had those credits that racked up. And that was a really big blessing because then I could honestly look and say, okay, let me replace some of the pieces in my closet with things that I'm getting that I actually like this jacket was one of them that I can pretty much wear with anything. And those are typically the pieces that I'll keep where it's like that can go with multiple different skirts, pants, tops, and just be something that I like wearing, and that can be a really staple piece in my closet. Another way that I use to save money, if you guys see this code right here, it says that the subtotal is $259 for all these pieces. Now, the company has something where if you buy all 25, they give you a 25% discount, so that brings it to $194. There are a ton of Stitch Fix groups, like resale groups on Facebook. That is a really, really great way to get the pieces that you like without having to pay for the whole box. And by that, I mean, what I actually did, and I've done this probably 2 or 3 times now, is if I get a box with pieces, like 2 or 3 pieces that I really like and that I really want to keep, then I will list all of those pieces on Facebook because you can log into your Stitch Fix account and you can take screenshots of all the items when you check out, but you don't actually have to complete checkout yet. So then I will take those screenshots and I will upload them or just take pictures of them with my phone and say, hey, this is so many dollars. This is the 25% off price if you guys will buy these items in the next 5 days, because you can get on Stitch Fix and keep pushing your checkout date forward. So usually what I'll do is if that happens, I will list all those items. And if I get bites on, 3 out of those 5 and I want to keep the other 2, then that's great because it pays for that 25% discount. And lets me get those items a little bit cheaper. But then also, I can resell them. So, and then obviously a great way is if you like items that you get, or you just want to join those groups, you don't have to do anything to join. And a lot of times people are reselling those items for $20, $30 cheaper. So you're still able to shop and see items like this. Those are a couple ways I used to save money. And then I'll tell you guys, I'm going to put this back in the box and tell you guys about the Style Pass. All right, I'm gonna finish pulling the sticky off here. Like you can see, I've loaded up all the items, shoes, clothes, back in to that prepaid thing. I'm gonna set this here so I can seal it really quick. I'm gonna seal that up, make sure it's sealed, and then literally all I have to do, and if I was at home, I would just drop it in our mail slot. But here I'm just gonna swing by the post office on our way out of town, and that's it. So around Christmas time, they sent me a link that said, hey, we've chosen you for a Style Pass. And what that is you pay a fee one time for the year. So instead of the $25, I paid $49 and I got free styling for a year, which means I can request box every 2 weeks and they send those boxes and I don't have to pay for the box. I only pay if I want to keep something from the box. And that styling fee works the same way so when you pay the $49, whatever you decide to keep, that $49 goes in. That would be it for the $49, and then everything after that I would either pay full price or I would get referral credit or things like that. So none of these things you're required to do. If you sign up for one box and you say, I don't ever want to do this again, that's fine. You don't have to do a monthly subscription. It's literally on your own terms. So to answer some questions, it can be cost effective if you do it in various ways. I honestly think it is a gamble, because if you are paying per box and then you get a box that doesn't fit your style at all, it's like, well, I don't want to buy anything from this box, but yeah, that's where I would suggest rate them low and they will send you a replacement box. And rating low means 2 and under. If you get the styling pass, usually they only offer that to specific people, but I've heard of more and more people having it these days. So I think they're going to start opening up because it's really lucrative for them. It's a smart move. I don't see why they wouldn't. So anyway, I will throw up a link to a trial pass that I have, a trial style pass. It's a 3-month pass instead of a year, but I'm guessing if you use that, then and I don't get anything from that, so that's just totally for me to hand out. I'm guessing if you use that, then they'll offer you the year-long one once that's done. I do know you have to be a new customer to Stitch Fix to use that, so because I've had a couple friends I shared it with, and they're like, it won't work, and I only get one, so literally whoever grabs it first has it. So I'll put the link up. Hopefully it'll be a benefit to one of you guys. And then I've never tried this, but I would try reaching out to the company if they haven't already offered you a style pass and say, hey, I would love to get a style pass. I'd really love to try Stitch Fix out for a year. Is that something you can email me? Hey, you have not because you asked not. So just try it out. If they say no, that's fine. It won't mean they will blacklist you or anything. It just means you'll get it eventually probably, but I don't know how that works. So I was fortunate to get that. And that's honestly how I get the boxes so often, because I'm not putting out money to get the box, but I do share that referral code, and that's what is able to help get me credit for clothing, but also gift the boxes to my friends, if that makes sense. So I think I answered all the questions, hopefully. It's just something fun, and we're pretty frugal. So I don't honestly think I'd keep getting the boxes if I didn't have the style pass. But I would say, hey, just use the code, try it out. There's no obligation if you don't like it, and it covers the box. So, if it's something that will work, great. If it's something where you have a couple stable pieces like that jacket that I love, I would try it on, take a picture and say, hey, everybody, this is a great outfit that I love. Like, do it and share it in a way that makes you feel comfortable. You obviously, if you don't feel comfortable posting, that's totally fine. You could send it privately to friends. Just send the link and say, hey, I thought you'd like to try this. But that's something I just did last Christmas. I thought, I've never shared a Stitch Fix item. So I took a picture in one of the favorite little poncho sweaters that I got. I posted it, and I had like 3 friends try it out, and it was such a blessing because they were able to get the credit, but that was able to provide me with a couple of items of clothing too. So, yeah, those are just a couple ways. Again, I'm not swearing up and down by it, but it has been something that's been super fun, and I'd recommend you give it a try. And yeah, so all the links are in my bio. Just hit that link and you'll find all the Stitch Fix, the style credit, and then I'll put the pass up there today. And if you click it and it doesn't work, that just means somebody took it, or maybe you're already signed up. But yeah, just try it out. I'll leave it up for a little bit. So that's it. Sorry it took me a whole month to do that video, but I hope you guys have a great day. And yeah, see you later.